Greetings, friends. I hope you are doing great this week. Welcome to my channel. It's Bright Bells, Joy Bells. Today I am here to show you how to make bulla cakes. Yes, bulla. And I am just using some simple ingredients here so that in less than 1 hour you can whip up some bulla. Alrighty? So in my bowl here I have flour. I am using flour. And for all my dried ingredients, sugar, nutmeg, baking powder, double acting baking powder, salt. And for my wet ingredients, I am using molasses, vanilla, and water, or you can use milk. I will link all the measurements for you in the description. So friends, first you mix very well all your dried ingredients. You're gonna put together in the bowl here your baking powder with your flour, baking powder, 2 pinches of salt, and I will leave the exact measurements down there for you, friends. And your nutmeg. And friends, you are going to mix this very well, okay? Very well. If you want to add a little cinnamon, you can, but for me, I believe that the nutmeg and the vanilla just give it, I don't know, it has that original taste, okay? Yes. This now I'm gonna mix it very well. So after mixing all of that very well, friends, now I'm gonna mix in my butter. Just break your butter and mix it very well into your flour until you cannot see any butter. Mix it out very well. Or you can melt your butter and mix it in with the wet ingredients. Alrighty? Okay, friends, so after mixing very well your dried ingredients in with your butter, it's time to put together all the wet ingredients. So you need 1.5 cups of milk or water, and you're gonna add your molasses to that, your molasses. And this recipe will make around 1 dozen bulla, and all you need is just 1 tablespoon of molasses. Please do not use a lot of molasses because it's gonna give you a different color. It's gonna give you Christmas cake color, okay? And we are not making Christmas cake, we are making bulla. So 1 tablespoon of molasses goes a far way in this recipe, and that's all you will need. So to your milk or your water, 1 tablespoon of molasses, and you're gonna add your vanilla. Add how much vanilla you want. I don't measure my vanilla, I like to use a lot for flavoring. So add your vanilla and add your sugar. Add 1.5 cups of sugar. And like I said before, okay friends, so to your water molasses mixture, add some sugar. Add your sugar. And I'm using 1.5 cups of sugar. And like I told you before, I will leave you all the details in the description. Alrighty? Yes. And I am going to mix this very well. I'm going to leave it to stand a little to dissolve, and then I am going to combine my wet ingredients and my dried ingredients. I'm going to fold in my dry ingredients. Okay friends, I'm combining my dried ingredients with my wet ingredients. Okay, and I'm doing it very well. I'm mixing it until it is well incorporated. Yes. And friends, you can also use 1 cup of water or milk instead of 1.5 cups for this recipe, but me, I am going to use 1 cup of flour, 1 extra cup of flour on my cutting board, because I want my bulla to have that special texture. I find that when I put 1/2 cup more water or milk in there, I have a nice texture bulla when I bake it. Yes, so just watch me. Now I'm gonna add 1 cup of flour to my cutting board, and I am gonna oil my hands, and I'm going to make my bulla nice and soft. Do you see that, friends? That's how I want mine. For you, if you don't want it this soft, you use 1/3 cup of 2/3 cup of liquid, and it should work out. But for me, I want it very soft like this, and when I bake my bulla, it's gonna have that nice special texture. This is calling for a little more flour, so I'm going in with 1 more cup, and this should do it. I'm gonna oil my hands, and I'm gonna form my bulla. When I come back, you will see my bulla ready to go inside of the oven. So with oil on my hands, I'm eyeballing to get a nice cut, and I'm gonna get 12 out of it. My hands is very oily, and I'm gonna form my bulla. Okay friends, so here are some of my bullas. And I didn't cut them out with anything. I didn't use any rolling pin. I just break the dough up. I cut the dough up into 12 pieces and form it with my hands. So friends, I'm forming up my bulla with my hands, and in the description I am going to leave you the quickest recipe where you can you're gonna have the right measurement and everything there for you to just combine everything together, dust your surface with flour, and just cut up your dough and form your bulla. Just form a ball and just do like this. Alrighty? Yes. So I'm gonna careful. Alrighty, and just form it into a ball, friends. Just like so, friends, and you leave it to rise. Then you put it onto your tray and you bake it. Alrighty, my friends, after 30 minutes, take out your nice bulla from your oven and buff your bulla like so with a stick of butter so that your bulla does not get hard. Alrighty? Yes. Keep that bulla nice and soft, friends. 30 minutes. Put it back in there for another 5 minutes and your bulla is done. Just leave it to cool. Take it out, buff it with a little butter again on both sides and leave it to cool. Okay, friends, and that concludes it for your bulla. Until next time, it's Bright Bells, Joy Bells. Do good, live good, most of all, love God, and make bulla for you and your friends and family. Ta-ta!